UVI just released Falcon 2.8, and I am in awe. I bought Falcon about 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was shortly after 2.0 had been released, and it was a super powerful VST at that time. Since then, UVI has released a number of big updates, with the last one being in October of 2021. It was huge and included a ton of new and really powerful arpeggiators, filters, and a bunch of presets. Well, 2.8 looks even better. Let's see what's included. There are 7 new effects, including a harmonizer, the enhanced dual delay X, a velvet delay, well, that sounds sweet as heck, and a granulizer. Pad design is going to be freaking awesome now. You know, because it wasn't before.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I would say that was sarcasm.
There are new scripts and sequencers, including a chirp arp, very cool, and a slice oscillator. The new presets with this release are called organic texture, so let's listen to a few of those. If you are looking for a do-all synthesizer with near endless sound design potential, then really, this is the plugin for you. If you get this on sale, it's usually less than $250. And if you had to put together a Eurorack system to do everything Falcon does, it would probably cost somewhere north of $10,000. If you like hardware synths, you can't even buy one that comes close to what this does. Like literally, the Hydra synth maybe could do 1/10 of what Falcon does, and cost 7 times as much. If you go to the Falcon webpage, it pretty much scrolls on forever now. This is like 20 to 30 minutes of reading. I went to print this, just to see how many sheets of paper it would take. 42. Yep, 42 sheets of paper, just to tell you about the features. So enough gushing, let's dive in. I'm going to make a couple of simple patches just to show you how dang powerful this thing is. First, we'll start with a simple sine oscillator. I've turned the voices up and put a randomizer on the stereo width to give it slightly more of a pad-like feel. Next, let's add the new texture oscillator. Here, you have 2 sound samples that range from transients to found sounds to nature sounds. All kinds of cool stuff. You can vary between these by using the mix knob in the center. You can also run each sample as a one-shot, looped, or reverse. For this example, I took the mix knob and added a really long step envelope and made it so that it would sound random. Note that you can pretty much modulate almost any knob in Falcon. Your CPU is kind of your only limit. Okay, that's pretty cool, but I'm just getting warmed up. Now we're going to add the new granulizer, and I picked one of the presets called Shimmer 1. Now our patch sounds like this. It's starting to sound more pad-like, but I really want to try out the new velvet delay, because, well, I've never even heard of a velvet delay before. Here I picked the long sparse preset. That's seriously cool. Let's warm it up a bit by adding the harmonizer. I chose the Octaver preset to drop the frequency down an octave. Finally, let's add the new diffuse delay. Here I chose the ambient delay and dropped the mix down to around 40%. All this from a sine wave. with a little bit of background noise. And this literally took me less than 5 minutes to make originally. Now I could do this in Eurorack, but it would cost me a kidney and take a few hours to set up. That is the power of this plugin. Let's try one more. This time we're going to start with the wavetable oscillator. I've got the wave shifter with 3 voices, a slight wave and stereo spread, and an envelope on the index. This is a pretty typical PPG wavetable keys type sound. We'll click on the texture oscillator again, with a bit of noise and static thrown in. Then I'll add just a hint of expander filter and overdrive. Finally, I'm going to add in one of the new scripts, which is the tape mod. We'll bring down the wow and flutter a bit, and presto, instant 1980s. This sounds cool, but let's go back to that PPG wavetable sound and try something else. I'm going to add the harmonizer again with the minor 7 cluster. Drop the gain down on the harmonics and add the bass note back in. And then drop a Commodore 64 on this thing. All you young kids might have to go look that one up. Boom, instant chiptune. And if we want to make that chiptune sound totally space age, we can add the dual delay back in using the Cacosonic. This preset right here. Wow, I feel like I'm at some Epcot Center's 1960s Tomorrowland type ride. It's the combination of all the effects like this that make this the top of the line professional piece of software that it is. There is nothing else on the market like it. There you go. That is just a very small peek at the power underneath the hood of this instrument. I am really loving this update, and I can't say enough about what a great company UVI is. If you want to see more of what Falcon can do, check out my quick overview of some of the 2.5 features that came out last year. Go have some fun making music, hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you on the other side of the mountain.